Justice League issue 12 sees Black Manta feel Aquaman's power surging through him as his monsters attack the now trapped Superman, Mirror, and the half-monster Flash. Mirror says there's nothing in the tomb that can help them fight these monsters, but they might as well go down fighting. At the Hall of Justice, Lex is moments away from claiming the totality from himself, telling Cheetah that the League are losing thanks to their fear of what the totality can do. Cheetah presents him with the key to the Graveyard of Gods as Sinestro, Joker, and Grodd track down Batman through the Hall's museum. Batman, now wearing an old Luthor warsuit, arrives, looking to fight the Legion of Doom. In the Graveyard of the Gods, Wonder Woman fights Poseidon for stabbing Aquaman, but the god reveals that he was actually trying to help Arthur. Arthur, however, doesn't see it that way and attacks him, saying that Poseidon once stood with Arion against the ocean deities, and needs to again, but the god says that he is trapped in the graveyard thanks to Cheetah's poison. He also reveals that he stabbed Arthur in order to try and enhance him with his power of the life force he has, but the ocean deities stripped Arthur of his connection and power and gave it to Black Manta, hence why it didn't work. He reveals that that power is the key and it's what carries their rage and what brought them to Earth in the first place. Poseidon says that Arion was once a great sorcerer who embodied Atlantis' dream and wanted to share the power of the seas with other worlds, which led to him making a powered conch shell to call across the stars. Poseidon, however, didn't want to share the power and he poisoned Arion's mind, making it so he would use the Tear of Extinction against the supposed invaders and trap them in the Graveyard of Gods, turning what was once 3 young hopeful gods into rotten evil monsters. Arthur wants to try and make them good people again, but Poseidon says that their prison has warped them and he thought Arthur would be the perfect weapon to balance out the death Arion created, but it's too late now. Lex meanwhile uses his cosmic doorknob to destroy the key of the graveyard, which Cheetah says will cause a cosmic chain reaction, tearing apart the graveyard and allowing them the power of gods. Batman arrives, having dealt with the rest of the Legion, but it's too late as Lex has caused the hall to flood and Batman will soon become infected as the Legion manage to escape. Superman's team meanwhile continues to fight as Mirror discovers that a Tear of Extinction exists in Arion's bones. Drawing the water from the bones, Mirror uses it to make a death sword, killing the monster causing the floodwaters. Droog and Manta are forced to retreat as Arthur and Wonder Woman meanwhile feel the graveyard beginning to crumble around them, and Poseidon says that there may be a chance to stop the tide. The god gives Arthur his trident, telling him to use it as a weapon. Diana asks the god to come with them, but he cannot, as the last of his power must be used to send the heroes back to their world. Poseidon tells them to take pity on the sea gods, as it was his work that turned them into evil beings, therefore they should use his power to kill them. As the heroes are sent away from the graveyard, Manta arrives back at the Blood Reef, telling the sea gods to release their Death Kraken. Tide and the others think it's too dangerous since they cannot fully control it, but they have no other choice, prompting Black Manta to release the Kraken. Justice League issue 12 was a pretty awesome penultimate issue that again caused the Justice League to lose the larger battle, but still find hope in winning the war against the ocean gods. While I wasn't a fan of the pages long exposition dump from Poseidon and the other characters, I did like the backstory on the gods and how Poseidon's greed for power was ultimately his downfall and possibly the world's downfall as well. I'm really excited to see what next issue brings, and I really hope it's not as exposition filled as this issue was, since it kind of dragged it down a little bit. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.